Nothing's exploding.
Yay!
Haha, good timing on the... Oh, no, that's from 10 minutes ago. Thank you, Stefan. Yes, we are live now. There were several technical issues that needed to be worked out, namely my computer wanting to make everything explode. But we are live now, minus Dido, who is on vacation. And, oh, that's fun. Okay, so Discord still picks up. New subscriber, Dougler. Hello, Dougler. Welcome.
Hello.
New subscriber. Alright, I'm gonna just find a placeholder, Fire Ganassi, and that'll be Cinder. Either way, hello. Our sponsor, Grinding Coffee Code. Use the code PartyWipeGames for 10% discount. People have been using it, and I'm very happy to see that. More people should use it and get more coffee. It's delicious. That being said, we are 20 minutes behind, so I'm just going to fast track through this intro. So hi, I'm playing Zashir. They are a monk. They use they, them pronouns. Over to Stefan.
I'm Marky Stefan, playing Uncle Kostya. Over.
Over to Dougler.
Hi, I'm Dougler. I'm playing Chell, the Changeling Wizard.
And last but never least, our dear Shay.
Hello everyone, I'm Shay, and I am playing everybody else.
Yes.
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 And today on our story of Wild Beyond the Witchlight, we are picking up from whence we left off last session 2 weeks ago, when you all had promptly made it to Yon and summarily got scooped up by a tornado and deposited right outside the Briganock mine before you could make it to Lockberry Hinge. You took the opportunity to meet the Briganocks, pass one of their tests, and earn yourselves your own wish stones from wishes you had made as children.
I wished for more wishes.
It's true. And with wish stones in hand and the opportunity to be granted a hidden passageway beneath the Briganock mine leading to the Motherhorn, you all had planned to make a few more allies before jumping right into the lion's den. And it's about here we're picking up as you all are making your way back out of the Briganock mine, or perhaps not, but whatever your plan is, you have secured an alternate passage and are now allowed to stay within the mine and just hang out around gem-encrusted miniature buildings carved into the cavern walls. What would you all like to do?
I'm not gonna lie, I really thought those fireballs were gonna kill us.
Yeah, I gotta say I believe it as well.
That was but that's kind of within their wheelhouse too, to pull a stunt like that.
Well, it was a test and we passed fortunately.
Thank goodness we passed. That would have been awkward.
And whoops. I gave you that guy's handout, right?
I don't know who that guy is.
The guy who let you into the...
You gotta speak up so we can hear you.
The guy who let you into... Where's that? What was it? Oh, here he is. Here they are. Right, I did give it to you. Malabar.
Oh, yes, they
They,
met us inside the caves.
yeah. But they just kind of smile and say, well, if you're going to be facing hags, you have to have a bit of bravery to you.
That's fair. But did you forget the part where we mentioned we had already beaten 2 of them?
Well, I don't know that.
We told you that.
Well, unlike a lot of Fae, it's a bit easier for a mortal to lie.
Why would we lie about something like that?
I'm not saying you would, but quite honestly, we really just met. I mean, that was so long ago when we just met, but we still just met then.
Sure. Okay. So now that we passed the test, what happens?
Well, you're free to stay here in the Briganock Mine and use the passageway whenever you wish. Or you mentioned before you were searching for allies and might actually be interested in settling the dispute between the Briganocks and the Chorids.
Yeah, that's probably for everyone's benefit.
More stability means less control the hag will have, so... Which way did the chords, actually? We get kind of tossed around a bit.
Well, be careful around the chords. They may be working with the hag, creeping in, as it were.
Okay, so do we just use the tunnel to go find these people?
The chords?
Yeah.
Oh no, they live further up the mountain, but
Oh, okay, in the opposite direction.
yes, in Lockberry Hinge.
Hmm.
Well, then let's head towards the henge.
Yeah, we might as well head towards the end. It's more beneficial if they're not fighting each other, so that they can help us together fight the hag. 2 birds with 1 stone and all that. All right, we're gonna head out then.
Alright, do be careful.
You
And
stay safe as well.
and they'll lead you up the twisting passageways again. As you all begin to travel once more, someone give me a D8.
Sure.
5.
4. Or 5.
4 or 5.
5 did come first, so.
I mean, I like both of these, but maybe I'll do both of them. Okay, so
That's scary.
yeah, so you all are upon exiting, begin to trek up the mountainside. You can still hear the rhythmic clatter of pickaxes on stone muffled beneath the ground. As you're moving, though, the wind summarily begins to pick up again. Rain begins to pelt downward, crack of lightning before you notice a figure, very small figure, who seems to be getting pulled along by something that they're holding. As you draw closer, you notice that it's a very unhappy child clinging desperately to a kite. You get closer still, and the cold rain coming down, making the rocks slick. This is a little goblin child in overalls, but you see her crying and clinging to this kite. And when you look up, you see ribbons tied on to various points all the way up, as this kite is pulling her along, and with a face etched onto this kite, mocking her, laughing, cackling.
Oh no, it's just a drift loom.
We should probably help the child.
Should probably help the child.
I was gonna try to run up and grab onto the back of the child, "Hi, we can try to help."
When you run up, you hear this kite kind of laughing. He's like, "You'll never be free. You'll age and die here." And when you step behind this girl, this little goblin girl, she kind of looks back, blinking, and you can see just tears mixing with the rain. She says, "My arms are so very sore. I don't want to fly this kite anymore. But if I let go of the string, Creeping Wind says I'll become an old thing. The curse comes from those 5 blue bows, but they won't come off while the wind blows." And this kite laughs again, and her feet kind of get dragged along the slick rock.
Why did it have to be a riddle?
This cursor blows, and we're not at a part with many trees, are we?
No.
I think I have the patent solution to this.
I'm all ears.
How about I jump down off, or run down the back of the snail, run up and jump up and grab the kite line and tell the girl to run as fast as she can, and I continue flying the kite. Chances that they're going to get me much older, I would like to see.
But you don't have much older to get before you turn to dust.
Also, it might trigger when she lets go, so don't know if they transfer or not.
Little girl, did they say you have to hold on to the kite? Or that just that someone's holding on to it? The words are very important.
She said if I let go of this string.
Only if you let go of the string.
Oh, well, that's easy.
We're gonna kill this small child accidentally. I shouldn't say that out loud. Okay. Let's cut the kite from the string.
You could also try pulling it down.
Oh, we could do that chicken run thing. No, cut in between wheel holding it, and then let her go, and then pull down the kite and deal with the kite separately.
What is everyone's emotion right now?
Concern for the child.
Yeah. emotion is concern.
Costco's maybe got a twinge of anger in the perpetrators of the kite in there, just because of the whole age thing.
There's slight uneasy drops of rain that fall upon each of you, but behind Kostya, there's a small, quick flash of lightning.
Got another idea. So, I want to try using one of my background features for the first time in ever.
Okay.
It's called the show thing. Ballad of the Grinning Fool. Well, it's supposed to be able to, like, you play a song and you can find somebody who's part of the organization. But Grinning Fool makes me think that it'd be like, could potentially be a happy song. Could I do a performance of a jaunty tune to see if I could change our emotions to happiness and see if that would affect the weather around us?
Yes. Go ahead and give me persuasion or performance. Your choice.
They are the same thing, but I'm going to choose performance because Kelly's using the flute. Well, pan flute from the Sad Elf at the.
Oh, you're using the pipes of haunting.
Oh, that's the pipes of haunting. Oh, that's different. No.
You want to use those?
No.
Do it.
No, because that makes things worse.
She sounded so hopeful.
Super.
But yes, you may make a performance check and not invoke the pipes of haunting.
Thank you. 12.
You begin to play, and this little girl kind of like looks back, her kind of goblin ears kind of like twitching a bit, and there's starts to be the hint of a smile before the kite laughs, and you see the kite do a quick spin and start to pull again, and you see her gasp again, and just as the rain starts to slow, it picks up again in her fright. Couldn't quite do it, but you think you're on the right track. And the kite just kind of laughs down and says, "You don't have time to relax. No fun and games for you."
So, Cher, can you grab the string and help her hold it?
Absolutely. I'm gonna jump up and try and grab the strings.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
I'm good at those. If I do some sweet parkour, can I say it's acrobatics?
Are you trying to run up the string?
No. We're out in the open, aren't we?
I mean, if you've done like tightrope walking, I'll allow it.
I mean, maybe, but it's. You know what? Fine. I won't argue with that. I didn't need it. 25. Look at you rolling a nat 20 as well.
Well, the kite has a strength modifier of 0, so you still win.
Yeah.
It looks like this kite was about to pull itself out of this goblin girl's grip, seeing you all start to help her. But then you grab it and you keep a solid hold on it, so that she's able to hang on to the string.
Not
Okay.
so fast, Kite.
Chell, would you like to give another shot?
Sure. Can I cast guidance on myself first for a
Okay.
little boost? $18.
18. This time, this little girl, now able, with her arms able to relax a bit, she still keeps a death grip on that string, but with Zashir kind of wrapping a hand around this thread and holding it steady, you begin to play again, and you see this little goblin girl begin to calm down again, and the rain slows, and the wind begins to subside, and this kite's like, "Oh, fuck you!" and crashes.
Hey, there's children
Language.
present.
Ah, goblins will have heard worse.
That's probably fucking true.
But this kite kind of like falls and lands a few feet from Kostya. And Kostya, you get a better look at this thing. This kite's made of skin.
Oh.
Let's remove the ribbons rather quickly now.
Yep, start cutting some ribbons loose.
Yes, please. I'd like to be free.
Yeah. Jump down, run down the back of the snail, and go to work with the daggers.
And you do. Cutting the ribbons away at this point is easy, or untying them is easy with the kite having fallen. As soon as the last ribbon is freed, the little girl just hesitantly drops the string and then closes her eyes and waits. Opens one, opens the other. Am I super old?
Do you consider 4 years old to be super old?
It's for a goblin.
No.
Then no, you're not.
Oh, that's good.
Do you know how you got here?
She kind of like sits down, her letting her arms just kind of relax and go limp. But she blinks and looks up again and says, "Oh, my name's Femia. My parents, they live and work at the Motherhorn, but I was caught stealing some theater props 3 days ago. Maybe Ren said that she wouldn't hate me if I flew her kite for her."
Well, you did fly her kite quite well.
For days.
Are you hungry?
Her stomach growls, very audibly.
Fish out some rations for her.
She reaches out and just like, and quickly devours this food before she kind of like slumps again, looking very, very tired.
All right. We may need to get her back home first.
I don't want to go back to the Motherhorn. Bad place.
What about your parents?
I don't want them to be there either.
Okay, so I have to... We could take her to the Brainlock Mine and have them look after her for a few days.
Yeah.
Keep her on the back of the owlbear.
Yeah.
Juniper would keep her safe.
is it?
Give me an insight check.
Hungry owl bear, don't eat this child. Natural 20.
She's not hungry yet, but she also hasn't had her 8 pounds of meat in almost a day.
So she needs to go eat. These are forests down here, right?
Looks like it, yes.
Alright. So it's a trained owl bear, so it knows how to come back and stuff, right?
Probably.
Kostya, are you able... Nope, never mind. It's a monstrosity. You can't speak with animals.
Oh, wow, it's 2 animals in one.
Oh, okay.
I do this for certain monstrosities. Just
Are you
the
able to
animal
speak with the animals, Kostya?
I've been known to parlay with the parrots and okay with the orangutans. Yeah.
Can you speak with her so she could go hunting and then kind of stay near the Briganock mine? Not eat the Briganox, but, you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Go and find wild food.
mm-hmm.
That's not an issue. Let's see.
Really, we could probably leave a lot of our tag-alongs behind. I feel like we don't need this whole menagerie. But just for her to know that she's free to go hunting for now. And then to meet back with us. So that she doesn't get in trouble or feel abandoned.
Absolutely. And Kostya will take a look inside of his cloak and pull out a bottle, look at it, shake his head, pull out a second bottle, look at it, shake his head, pull out a third clear glass bottle with a clear liquid, nod, pop the cork. That's better. And then in pure owlbear, address Madam, and say, my dear, it's quite understandable you are getting somewhat famished. But please, we would be loathsome hosts were we not to give you the run of yonder forest down there for your delectable delights. There must be no end of wild game there that only exists to serve the purpose of feeding your stomach. Perhaps, if I might suggest, keeping to the mine side, only so that as we return in but a very short while, you don't have to come looking too far from us and strain your full belly inordinately.
You say you will return.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, my dear.
If the teeth and tail return, I may not be present.
We shall be gone but a moment.
All right, I will do a little hunting, but the little mouse-like creatures are hardly appetizing. Too small.
That's good to hear.
Just keep aside from the the more man-shaped creatures, especially the ones with the glowing lights, they have a tendency to bite back rather hard.
Then I shall avoid them.
Very good, my dear.
You see her feathers kind of like fluff up again, and she looks back in the direction of the wooded area that you all had pointed towards, and then starts to make her way in that direction. Looking back, you also notice that the little goblin girl is passed out.
Poor little thing's all tuckered out. I'm gonna just hoist her up onto my back, just piggyback her so she can sleep.
Okey-dokey.
Before we move on, Tell's gonna walk over to the kite, put her foot on one corner.
You see the kite is slowly beginning to dissolve with the curse removed.
Oh. I guess don't need to set it on fire.
You still could for good measure.
Do it, nerd. You won't.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? You call me out. You call me out.
And you firebolt this this evil kite. It catches on fire, and you quickly hasten its demise into ash.
We're not on fire.
It's dead.
It said I won, but I had to prove it wrong.
I had to prove this kite wrong.
Oh.
Alright. Were there any other companions you wanted to set aside to leave close to the Brigand Mine?
The toad, Cinder.
Cinder's on guard.
I'm keeping the mushroom with me.
Hooray!
He's gonna stay in my pocket. Straw guy, oil can. Giant snail can stay. Or do y'all want the snail?
Not worried.
Okay, it can stay. It can hang out with the
Yeah.
Briganox. It'll be fine.
Yeah, with the speak with animals still up, Costa, you hear the snail. You hear Happy say, "Oh yeah, that's cool. I can do that."
Yeah, just find like a really big tomato to eat, and you'll be good.
Oh, I love tomatoes.
Yeah.
Happy's such a good snail.
The dandelion can stay because he's pretty metal. And the girl can stay because we need to find her sister. So leaving her here wouldn't help.
Do you want anyone to take Goblin Girl back, or are you taking her with you?
Well, we could have Cinder take Goblin Girl back to the mine.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go. That makes perfect sense.
there you go.
That's what she's doing for the next 2 sessions.
And,
Next time we see Cinder, her fiery hairs and pigtails say she has makeup on, applied by the child.
Exactly.
And stickers. Didn't know they existed, but they do now.
Glitter. So much glitter.
And as the others go off to stick by near the entrance and wilds around the Brigand Mine, you all are left on your own. The campestry singing all the while. We're traveling to Lockberry Henge. Just tuning as you all walk. Amador starts to take the lead, acting as your guide. But I kind of want to do that second one too. Yeah. So as you all begin to draw a little closer to Lockberry Henge, you hear just a ding,
Dong.
ding, and 8 goblins wearing various headdresses made from animal skulls, badgers, wolves, rams, and just adorned with necklaces of dangling bones, are walking in a line. Just ringing these bells.
Well, Matt.
Ding. You call out, and this procession kind of slows down, and a hand from under a robe kind of waves. Well met.
Where
And says, well met, well met, well met.
Well, Matt.
where you find goblins heading to this evening?
Oh, well, we travel and we offer our services for those who need it, but more importantly, we're here to sound the bells to comfort the dead. They sleep in the rock beneath your feet.
Oh. What happened here?
And they kind of like look at each other and then look back. The same thing that happens with any living creature. Yes, they die.
Oh, somebody just fell over and died of natural causes here?
Some of them, not all of them.
Curious thing to just die on the side of a passageway.
Well, they're throughout the rock all through Yan. That's why we travel. Also, hither and thither as well.
Oh.
But the hags make it difficult to travel.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Well, good luck with that, but if you're interested, we are willing to trade our services if you wanted to speak with anyone deceased.
Do we have anyone deceased that we need to talk to?
Well, Shell maybe wants to speak to their ex-husband.
Yeah, that's true. You could get the divorce papers signed with his spirit. Is any of you goblins a notary?
Another pipes up and says, "Oh, well, we have many tasks, but mainly comforting the dead. But we can double as other things if necessary."
I'm a notary. One of them just pokes forward.
What if you don't know if the person is dead or not?
We could always try to reach the spirit.
Shell's gonna reach into their pocket and just kind of look at their wish stone.
What you got there?
It's my wish stone. I
You hear the echo of your wish whisper to you.
Shell roll on her hand like I don't. Yep, never mind. Maybe it's better not knowing.
Very well. Well, if you have any questions for any of the dead who might have answers for you, just let us know. Otherwise, we should continue our procession.
Honestly, I wish I did. So
Yes, well, It was nice meeting you. We should probably be on our way.
Very well, it's a pleasure speaking with you. Yes, a pleasure. And they all begin to walk again. Ding! And begin ringing the bell once more.
Safe travels. You'll find it's easier to get to the other areas now.
Thank you, travelers.
Fine.
And so you continue along your way.
I'm going to say that Chell does seem disturbed by the thought and maybe a bit smaller than normal.
Are you alright?
Maybe not. Maybe yes.
Should have took the opportunity. Would have given you answers.
What if it's the answers you don't want?
Sashir, with your passive perception, you would notice the footsteps that Chell is taking. There's just small little cracks
Huh.
in the stone.
Well, that's odd. Did you know it's cracked?
Cracks?
Just a little bit.
I was going to look down at the ground.
Your footprints were just leaving little hairline cracks.
Well, this place is affected by emotions. This worry does that. We'll put her stone away. Just kind of does the fit, brushes herself off, and gives herself a slow shake. That should be good. That should be good.
Alright, let's continue on.
Alright. And as you all continue, you just hear your Campestry companion singing cracks in the stone grow bigger and bigger and bigger until they fall.
Good song.
And eventually you come upon the plateau that is known as Lockberry Henge. And atop a boulder-strewn, boulder-strewn earth of this plateau, there is a circle of 8 megaliths in the center of this henge. A small checkered game board with stone playing pieces rests on the ground near the dying embers of a campfire.
Oh no, the dying cinder. We left her alone for 5 minutes. Haha. Wrong channel. We don't kill Dido here.
She gets to die off screen.
Yeah. You die off screen, not on screen when you're not here to protest it. It's true. Okay. Well, that's not a good sign. They might have seen us coming and hid, or maybe they just have poor fire safety.
Can we help tell how long the fire's been abandoned?
As you get closer, give me a survival check.
Alrighty. Boop. And that is a 13.
13. It looks like it was quickly put out. There's just like a dirt that was quickly kicked on it, and you see that there are footprints leading away from the game board, but just disappear near the megaliths.
Hello? Is anybody here? We're hoping to talk a bit.
No response.
Fan out, search for clues.
Guess so.
As you begin to look around, there's a couple things you notice. The game board, the checkered board, has pieces that depict that a game was in progress. There are two sets of pieces, one made of shale, the other made of chalk, that are sculpted in the form of tiny chords. You all would notice that these tiny chords are pieces that resemble the leering statues outside the Brickenock line. There are the footprints themselves are cloven hooves, and they just appear to vanish.
Can we tell who's winning on the board?
Make me an insight check.
Six.
6. You can't tell. One of them's probably winning.
Think they'll come out if we play their game?
It's so upset that we were playing it.
Would anyone else like to get an insight?
Yeah, I'll take a look around. An insightful look around. 21. Wow. Okay.
21. Zashir. You've managed to you've had experience with a number of games within the circus, and you pick up that that slate can beat chalk in a single move.
Mhm. I will play this slate maneuver.
And as you slide the slate piece forward and claim the chalk piece, there's a sudden fit of laughter and cheering as from one of these megaliths you see a chord emerge. A very actually let me get you a picture. A very chiseled form of a female chorid with a marvelous beard. Not have her. That's okay. Yeah. This is just a chord.
Alrighty.
But you see this cloven hoof cloven-hoofed, bearded woman of stone step out, and she's laughing and clapping her hands. You see another who steps out from another of the megaliths, just kind of like melding out of it, who is just glowering at you. But she laughs and says, "Ah, thank you for my victory."
No problem. Happy to help.
Yeah. You did help me win a game, so, pick a rock, any rock.
That one.
Huh?
That one.
She picks up that rock and places it between both palms and begins to crush and grind it. And you see the dust from this rock just kind of like grinding out between her hands before she goes, nope, here we go. And when she extends her hand and opens it, you see that in her palm is a star sapphire with a very faint glow.
Well, that's something.
It's all to offer you a bit of good luck in the next day.
Sweet.
That is quite impressive.
And she
Quite
says,
lucky indeed.
yeah. So that is also acting as a stone of good luck for the next 24 hours. And it is otherwise a star sapphire worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, that is lucky.
Damn.
A translucent blue sapphire gemstone with a white star-shaped center. I am so pleased to have guests here at Lockberry Henge. Jaibu might be a little upset, but hey, I'm the queen, and I say this isn't a time for being upset. This is a time for, and then you all hear the distant racket from many thousands of tiny pickaxes grow a little bit louder, and all the Chorids that have stepped out raise their hands and cover their ears and grind their teeth, and they begin to stamp their hooves as the sound of pickaxes tapping on stone is carried on the wind.
I was not aware we were in front of royalty, Your Majesty, and Zashir will bow.
And the queen, a little bit agitated, just a little bit agitated at the tapping from the Briganauts, runs to a boulder, picks it up, and hurls it. And as she lifts it, she just launches it, does like a quick spin, and hurls this massive stone. And as it flies through the air, maybe about 100 feet in the direction towards the Briganaut mine, before it and she shouts, "Death to the Briganauts!" And there's a sudden peal of thunder that accompanies her anger.
Throughout this, I suspect that Constantine has been keeping a comforting hand on Shiny's shoulder, and maybe just that rapid, mother with child about to hear some terrible curse up over the ears.
Would you like to give a stealth check for Shiny?
One Shiny stealth check. Ooh, that's perfect.
That's a constitution.
Oh.
That is a constitution.
Well, it's we'll roll it. It is the same number, but we'll take it. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
All right. You see Shiny just like, nope, and quickly ducks into one of your pockets.
My queen, what is your feud with the Briganox?
You see her start to calm herself. Every day, every hour, they are making this racket, tearing apart the stone that we live on. Those Briganots are helping Bitter End build wicked contraptions. They hide and guard schematic diagrams for new contraptions in their minds. And she slams her fist onto the ground.
What makes you believe that?
Because Creeping Len came here with her scissors and took some of our hair. Horrid hair, and she grabs her beard, is magical, and she tugs on it. Anything that cuts it, it turns into that material. That's why it's so coveted. And those Briganots are helping her with our hair.
Huh.
Man can't stand that noise.
They may not be doing it willingly.
Mm-hmm. Because did you want to give her your hair?
No, this is my beard. Can't you see how spectacular it is?
Quite.
It is quite spectacular.
Indeed.
Here.
Well, we have a spy who overheard several of those Briganots talking about a secret tunnel that connects to the Motherhorn. If this isn't proof that they're working with her, I don't know what is.
Who's your spy?
I would be a spy if we told you.
What if the Briganox didn't want to work with the hag? What if they wanted peace with your people?
They want peace. I'm willing to entertain it.
You're in luck. We happen to be here for that very reason.
That's all.
Yes, we wish to bend fences, as to speak. Because they don't like the hag any more than you do.
You see her quirk an eyebrow. And she leans really close. So you're saying
That...
they don't like Creeping Len?
That they don't like what?
Creeping Len?
No.
No.
Alright. Well,
And we should know because we really didn't like the other two either. And Uncle Kostya has, as this conversation has been going on and realizing the importance that the Lady Queen Hood is attaching to her wonderful mustache, he has been very subtly just blending his beard back inside of his tunic so that it doesn't outshine or out.
Can't have that beard envy.
Alright, so you say. Someone give me a persuasion check at advantage.
I can get her. Persuasion. 23.
23. Alright.
Alright.
If this is the case, we'll parley with the Briganox. And you hear the racket from the mine beginning to die down again. But we have guests. Guests! This is cause for celebration. First, we celebrate first. Then parley. Parley after. First celebrate.
Of course.
Whee!
I'm always down to party.
She spins around and she points to two of the other chords and calls out to them. Azur, Mizalda, drums, and they begin to two of these chords begin to go up to boulders and begin to slam their hands onto these boulders, and it makes the beating of drums. And you see this queen spin around and says, "You may call me Queen Argantel, and whom do I have the pleasure of welcoming to Lockberry Henge?"
I'm Zashir.
"Hello, I'm Sashir."
It's funny. It's funny.
I am the Monarch Chell.
"Hello, the monarch child. Hello, queen."
Yes, she's
King?
the queen.
Key queen.
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 Uncle Constantine.
It's a very prestigious title as well.
Amador salutes. "Amador." Elkhorn's like, "Elkhorn," and Gleam says, "And I'm Gleam," and the Campestry is just singing to the beat of the drums.
This delightful little fella is perfect.
"Oh, hello, perfect." And he has thus been named.
Perfect little guy.
But she claps her hands again and hops off and says, "Well, join us!" And she begins to leap around and dance very energetically. Let's see. I do have a little handout for y'all.
Ooh, handout.
Yeah,
Worrisome?
if I can find him. Oh, that's interesting. I should have showed this to you in the last chapter. Look at these guys.
Aw,
Ooh.
look at him. Leo.
Aw.
That's not the one I'm looking for.
It's the one, the second from the last, who didn't quite get the memo of.
They each have different mustaches.
Speaking of mustaches, this is kind of what you're looking at right now.
Oh, they're the frozen trolls.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, just hoofed rather than poured.
Yep. Considering how many times I've seen that movie, I should recognize them.
Like that's the impression I got. It may not actually be them, but
I mean, frozen trolls may just be Korans. They are very troll-like.
yeah, it's kind of uncanny.
It's all spirits of the earth, one way or another.
But they all begin to dance, and probably this year probably being the one who made the move. Queen Argantel swings by and like physically grabs your arm and spins you into this dance. But anyone is welcome to join, should they wish.
I want to dance.
Okay.
Yeah, Cello join as well.
All right. Anyone who's joining in, give me an athletics or performance check. Your choice.
Performance.
Hey, I can do that. Ah, here's my low roll, 12.
I'm a wizard. I do not do athletics. 18.
18.
Oh wait, you said with? Did you say with advantage?
I'll give you advantage because you're dancing with the queen.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
Poco's sitting this one out just on the basis that he has this gut feeling that Korra dancing is basically Irish folk dancing, and when you're the height of a gnome, getting your legs up that high is, especially at his age.
All right.
Yeah.
So you begin to as you begin to for the two of you that do begin to dance with them, they do begin to laugh and you see that the hair on their head and their beards begin to flow with their movements, and every once in a while they'll like pause and like put a hand on your shoulder and then start to show you the motions of this dance, and they begin to teach you this special Cora jig.
The Cora jig.
And as you learn, as they teach you this Cora jig, they and this dance finally comes to an end. Everyone panting with the exertion of the dance. Queen Argantul slaps the two of you on your backs ridiculously hard, and you know what? Both of you give me a strength check, strength save.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
Natural. There's my high roll. Okay. Wow. All right. Maybe you're
Okay.
not going to die.
Well, that's two very different natural 20s.
Yeah. She claps both of you on your backs, and it is a firm squat, but neither of you are pushed forward, and she is quite impressed. But she leans down and says, "Now remember this jig. It will allow you to manipulate Cora hair. You know that's not part of us anyway."
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
well, that's something. Committed to memory.
So I'm just gonna add Cora jig to the story track for you guys.
The jig of the Corade.
Jig of the Cord. I am running out of places to put notes.
You're the storyteller. You can make your own places to put notes.
Cord jig.
Jig jig.
There you go. Cord jig obtained. Alright. After this, things settle down, and she says, "All right. So, we'll arrange for a meeting with the Brick House. We'll meet them outside of their cave. Come means a good time. Dawn seems like a good time for making peace. Dawn of a new day. I like it. We'll meet them at dawn."
That sounds good. We'll be sure to pass on the message.
Alright. Well, if you need to rest, you can rest here. Or wherever. Up to you. But we'll meet them at the entrance at dawn.
Wonderful.
So, do you guys think we should rest here or try to make our way back to the cave in?
Hmm. I feel
Well, we
like
do
we
need
could.
to be a little bit concerned about the mounts. We do, after all, want there to be a little bit of forest left.
Yeah.
True.
Jay, your camera just went out.
I got it back up.
Oh, Queen, Got a quick question.
I mean,
Do you know Molliver?
Mortimer. Can't say I do.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's head back.
Alrighty.
That was quick and surprisingly efficient.
I was expecting some trouble, yes.
All right. So you all begin to make your way back. The Goreds give a fond, hearty farewell. Someone roll me a d8.
Go ahead, Chell. I did it last time.
Okay. Bunk. That is a 4.
Sky opens and it starts raining diamonds.
Roll again. We already did that one. Or I could just pick one.
You should just pick one.
Yeah.
You want me to just pick one?
You
Go for it.
offered.
Cool, a tornado comes in.
Yay! We're dead.
And this time it drops a house on the hag. We're in a Dorothy this bitch.
The hag is.
Well, if they will wear red boots,
Well, they kind of had it coming.
One, two. All right. So it is. So it shall be. Alright, so as you all are making your way back, so Sherry, you're probably the first one with your passive wisdom to sense it, but you feel the ground begin to shake, and then the rest of you begin to notice as well. There's step after step, and little rocks, small stones begin to shake, and with each quaking step, before a very large, massive figure begins to loom around a corner, and as they do, you hear the sound of thousands of buzzing bees. And what you see is... Oh, my throat hurts from doing that voice. That's better. What you see is this fellow here.
Oh no. It's the bee wizard.
It is the bee wizard.
Do you think that's where the bees came from for the candy you ate? Like, let you breathe bees?
Oh god, I hope so. Oh no, did we... Oh, we could have saved all of this if I had kept the bees. Don't say it too loud.
And they look straight in your direction,
Oh shit, did he hear us?
and they narrow their singular eye,
I think he heard us.
and you hear you hear, "Don't worry, Polynetta, I'll protect you." And Amador, the dandelion, draws their rapier and steps forward, and in Giant, you hear... Does anyone speak Giant?
This is probably the one character that doesn't.
Okay.
At least not today.
Nope.
You hear...
Nope.
And he starts moving forward.
Look out, he's coming straight
with
for
this
us.
large, massive staff with a beehive hanging from it.
Shouting back in Minotaur. Det skulle ikke nå, det er bare vi det her. Det er ikke noget, de bebryder.
He pauses for a minute. Like, takes one finger and it kind of like clears out his ear and goes, "Grund?" Looking really confused. But then his eye narrows again and he points an accusatory finger at Amador and starts shouting again. And Amador...
You know this guy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Amador says, "I have no idea what he's saying, but I won't let him take my true love back."
Is he planning to?
Why, yes, Polinetta's a queen bee. He wants to ensnare her once more.
Oh! Oh!
Oh dear.
Oh, this is awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Shit. What do we do about this, guys? We can't separate love.
Don't knock on this.
Hold on. Kel's just gonna take that and just kind of wave their hands like, just a second.
Can't you speak?
Maybe the two lovebirds would be willing to combine love and duty and go to work for this gentleman for some recompense.
I would need 10 minutes to be able to understand them.
He's moving closer.
Red, you have the spell tongues.
Do I?
At least
Got
you ate the
two-
tongue and it gave you 3 uses of tongues.
Oh, right. I do that. I do the thing.
You do the thing?
I do the thing for the tongues.
Okay, you do the thing for the tongues.
I
And-
still won't be able to understand him.
No, I think tongues lets you understand them.
Does it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Both ways, I think.
Tongues.
Oh.
It's a better version of comprehend language.
Det er ikke noget problem. Vi skal bare have lige rød med fløde.
Mhm.
Yep.
No, yep, you understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, the target speaks any creature that knows one language and can hear, understands what you say.
Yep. Okay. Hi. How you doing up there, buddy?
Howdy.
Oh, that's not the accent I expected.
What kind of accent were you expecting?
Not that.
Why not?
Don't know. First time actually using this and hearing that. So it's just a new experience. Hi, how are you? Not bad. We already went over this. Hey, so Polynetta is in love.
You see his eye kind of squint again, and he kind of tilts his head. What's love?
It's that feeling you get in your stomach when you look at the person you care about most deeply. It's an emotion that most sentient creatures are capable of feeling for one another.
And you hear Polynetta say, "Yes, father, I'm in love with Amador."
Jesus, I didn't expect her to talk to. Okay.
Everyone else just hears, "Ooh."
Yep. She is agreeing. She is in love with this delightful dandelion.
I still have no idea what he's saying.
That's okay. He's asking me what love is, and I'm doing my best to explain it.
And he kind of like looks at you confused, and then sits down for a minute and says, "So you're telling me that my queen bee has a level of caring for this weed.
Weed is probably a strong word, but yes. Not only that, but congratulations, you're going to be a grandfather.
Well, this is a development.
I don't even know if that part's true.
Explain to me what. Explain to me this love again.
I
It makes you feel
good.
good.
Yep.
This concept of love intrigues me.
This concept of love confuses and infuriates me.
I too would like to experience this love.
Oh. Well.
If my Polynetta is happy, I can't argue with that.
Mm-hmm. She is quite happy from the sounds of it.
Well, in that case, I'll let her. No, it's such a hard thing for me to do. And you see him,
But see, that is love.
he kind of like wipes a tear from his eye.
It's doing what's best for your child. And you get it.
Oh my.
You get it. You've been in love this whole time because you love your Polynetta.
But it hurts so much.
Love can hurt.
But I want it to feel good.
It does. You'll feel good when you realize that she is happy.
Well, alright. Can you do me a favor though?
Mm-hmm.
If you find someone who could ever love me the way my Polynetta loves this weed, could you arrange a meeting?
Absolutely.
Alright. Well, I suppose I'm just gonna have to go back home and figure out what to do now for my business now that I don't have Polynetta.
Well, hold on. I'm going to turn to Polynetta and the dandelion. Why can't the two of you go back with him?
Polynetta says, I was cooped up in there for so long. When I met this swashbuckling rogue, I just had to join the adventure. I want to see the world.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. All right. There'll be plenty of bees in the hive. And hey, don't worry if my limited knowledge of how bees work, one of the worker bees will naturally step up and become a queen bee in no time.
Well, in the interim, I'm not going to be able to make any of the finest meat that Drismir's ever seen before.
That is really unfortunate, yeah.
It's very unfortunate. Man, I'm going to have to market my prices up and everything.
That is a quandary. Costier is just going to look around the swarm madly, with a sort of desperate look in his eye, and look up and go, "You follow me, girl. You're the new queen. Got it?"
You just point to a random bee?
Yeah.
I want to support this, but I don't know how.
Maybe
And just to make the point, he's going to throw a minor illusion of a royal crown just on top of its head.
Okay.
All hail the queen.
I would like you to give me a just straight charisma check. This is at advantage because you're using you're using magic.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Okay, you declare that this worker bee is now the new queen, and you hear, "Why, yes, someone must step up. I shall become the new queen." And this manifestation of this illusion becomes real as you enact your presence within the Feywild. This little crown lands on this new queen bee's head. And they claim, "I'm the boss bitch now! Everyone get in line!" And you see all the rest of the worker bees all begin to surround this new queen and begin to do their bee dance. That translates to, "Oh, hail the queen!"
We need somebody to clip that.
But,
On its way.
and
Everyone get in line.
Muslim kind of like looks inside and says, "Well, that's new. I didn't expect it to be so fast."
Well, thankfully it was.
All right. Well, let me give you directions to Mudlump's Brewery, and they take out a little piece of paper that's probably too large and scribbles directions on it, and they see they have to squint, and then they reach down and hand it off to you, which is pretty big. But you see, you get directions to Mudlump's home and brewery, and it says, good for one free mead.
Hooray, mead.
I figured one's probably enough for you. You all could like swim in one cup.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Actually, Cho doesn't know what's going on. It's like the bee just.
But he starts to stand up and kind of like taps the staff, and like the bees start to go inside this hive that he's carrying around. But he pauses for a minute, and then says, "If y'all are serious about finding someone who might love good old Mudlump, I do have some treasure for you folks."
All right.
All right. Well, do visit sometime. And he turns and begins to march away.
So, what just happened?
Love.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say. Love.
Q Beatles.
Yep.
All right. Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm so good at
Fucking great.
these.
I'm promise not terrible.
$13.
8.
6.
Zashir, you're the only one who notices this. as you all are walking, you notice off in the distance, not too far away, a little light, kind of flickered light on a spire. As you're walking, about 5 minutes passes before this light goes out. Another 30 minutes to an hour goes by, and you see another light in a different spot before that too goes out. Gleam also probably notices this, and she kind of like leans over and says, "What do you think that is?"
I don't know, but it's not a good sign. The light's going out. Hey guys,
Yes.
lights are going out.
Yeah?
Lights are going out where?
Up that way. I'll gesture towards.
Oh, Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
You all see Sashir kind of point in the direction to where these spires are. Currently, there's no light, but were you to wait long enough, another one lights up in a different spot. And just like the others, 5 minutes later, that light goes out on top of that spire as well.
Spires.
I think that was the direction of the Fey beacons.
Should we go look at it?
Oh shoot, that's where that prince is.
Prince?
Yeah.
Well, we should go look.
Yeah.
And Amador says, "Not to worry, I can lead the way." And with you all taking a quick little detour, not too far away, this time with no need for a tornado to send you off path again.
Oh
As you
dear.
draw closer, you see that there are 8 columns of rock that just reach skyward. They all form a ring around a deep crater lake. There's rough-hewn steps that spiral up each of these columns, and there's a rowboat moored at the lakeshore next to one of them. You all notice that there is a torch-bearing figure that is trudging up the stairs on the column nearest to the rowboat, and there are 8 winged beasts with antlers that shout and howl with laughter as they circle and wheel around him.
So, is he trying to light the towers?
And it looks like it, doesn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
He continues his way up one of these spires, and as he reaches the top, you see light again come to life as fire is ignited up top, and then you see him start to descend with the same torch in hand. Those winged creatures that have been following him wait for a moment before they all swoop down at the top of the spire, and a moment later, the light flickers out, and then you see those winged creatures fly out and begin to follow him again.
Let's go meet him at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, let's catch him before he gets down.
Alright. So, as you all approach, you see before you, has a picture, but let me check just to be sure.
Hmm.
No, he does not. Guess I get to decide what it looks like. Okay. So, you see a young elven figure coming down, dressed in. He actually looks to be like a wood elf. He's got fine clothing that looks a little bit old, like it was once very nice before, but has seen some age. But as he comes down, he seems not to. He seems to be trying to ignore these flying creatures that kind of laugh and cackle following him. They do have a picture.
Let's see.
Ooh, let's see.
Let me see. Oh, wrong spot. There we are. You see these kinds of creatures.
Oh.
That's cool.
And they are big. They are like the size of a person big.
Can I do an arcane check to see what it is?
You may, absolutely.
The Greyhawks. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh dear. That's a 9.
They are some kind of creature.
Case.
All right. I guess I'll
Yeah,
throw
they're a big bird.
my big brain energy in here too. Yep, big bird.
Big bird.
Um.
None of you are quite sure what they are.
Definitely know not to fuck with them.
Oh, the hell there, sir.
Oh,
Oh,
hello. Greetings.
What are you doing with the signals?
Hey, I'm trying to get back home, actually.
Oh, how so?
And he kind of points upward at the spiral of columns around this lake and says, well, I made a bargain. Let me start at the beginning. You see that he's really tired and just is looking for the opportunity to sit down, but he finds a place to sit down. And these 8 flying creatures all circle and land nearby.
Friends of yours?
For the past, I don't know how long, they've been keeping me company, I suppose. And then you hear just this laughing, this low laughing. But he says, well, so they're actually from another world altogether. Well, different from the one I'm from, anyway. I come from the Misty Forests in Toro. I'm not sure what realm you're all from.
Toral.
Toro. Yeah. They're from another place. Oerth, I think it is. Anyway, they also made a deal with the hag. They actually used to be a troupe of actors called the Greyhawk Mummers. Indolin invited them to play at her theater, but it didn't work out so well when she got bored of them.
Oh.
And you hear just several as their feathers ruffle. And this is kind of what happened to them. They got a little bit haughty. I actually had the pleasure of seeing many of their performances. My bargain with Indolin was to keep her company for a year. And she said she knew a way for me to save my people and survive. As fate would have it, I am in conflict with the Green Dragon back in the Misty Forests. However, I am destined to die upon slaying the creature. So, Indolin revealed to me a way that I might survive and continue to lead my people. I accepted her bargain. 1 year of my life is a small price to pay. And now the only way for me to get back is it's only in the light of the 8 beacons. So, I'm lighting each and every one. And these fine fellows have been thwarting me. Then you hear snickering again from these creatures. The thing is, Endolin's always looking for new actors to perform in her morbid theater, so they just stayed a bit too long, I guess.
I was gonna look up at the Greyhawk Mummers. Do you guys want your original bodies back?
They all tilt their heads.
I believe I could help revert them, but I would need... How many are there?
8.
It would probably take about 3 days to do it all. Because what's afflicting you is a curse, correct?
They look at one another. One of them gives a nod.
Well, I
A very
am...
eloquent nod.
Well, I am capable of using the remove curse spell. Well, I don't have it prepared at the moment. But if you agree to cease stopping... I'm sorry, I don't know if I actually got your name.
Oh, right. I'm Alagarthus.
If you would cease hindering Garthus, I will perform the remove curse spell on 3 of you a day.
They look at one another again, and they all kind of curl up in a huddle. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Come on, roll 20. 19.
19. There's a moment and you hear just like some like, and then they break from the huddle, and one of them hops forward, and you see in their claw, they, like, as they're facing the other ones, in one of their claws, they are holding something. Go ahead and give me What's Kostya doing?
Kostya is just wandering around the back of the campfire at the moment. And then, having heard that these are apparently a wandering troupe of actors, he steps out into the classic declarative stance of the massive 18th century acting. Broadens his chest and goes, "And gentles, abed in their lands of Greyhawks would hold their manhood cheap to think that they were not here on St. Crispin's Day. 'Tis time to imitate the action of the tiger and let roar with thunderous lips the cry that will echo the centuries. The hags will fall."
As you give this little performance, in addition to Chell's offer, each of these Peritons look in your direction and seem enthralled, interested in this performance, and they actually all begin to like hop and skip and encircle you, and as you speak, they begin to pantomime gestures and motions, moving in time and taking on various roles, basically improvising off of what you say, and seem to be enjoying it. You would also notice that one of them produces what appears to be a unicorn horn.
Ooh.
Using it in concert with his acting. But when this is done, they all begin to like hop in place in a circle, seemingly having enjoyed it. And once this is done, they look to one another again, and there's various nods between them. And the one carrying this horn extends a claw towards Coster.
Who will take it and in a just because it seems like it fits the moment, take a deep breath and just blow. Of course, he has no musical talent to speak of, let alone any breath. Oh, Rin, you are too kind.
It's immediately what I thought when she described it.
It's good to be amongst friends.
Yeah, kind of.
I know that particular set of vultures are the beetles.
Yep.
But even in Swedish, it's just such an amazing. What are we gonna do? I don't know. What are we gonna do?
Oh, hey.
But you get a unicorn horn.
Woohoo!
It It's not Will, though.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna sneak up on Will and just crush that danger note right on his shoulder.
Yeah, I noticed that after I posted this.
Just, oh dear God, it's huge.
It's like, this is just here.
It's just here.
I call him.
I don't need to know its name. It's dead. Doesn't matter.
And then he just grows up to be. No, I won't
No.
post this again.
No, he doesn't, because he's dead.
But you are handed a unicorn horn.
So we got another piece to that side quest. And we just backtrack to the other place and restore that, and then they'll give us the key to come back here. I like it. I like when a plan comes together.
Absolutely.
Then another one of these creatures flutters over to Chell, and they throw out a wing and extend the wing towards them.
I will reach out and shake to seal the deal.
All right, and so you do. And they give a nod, and they all flutter upwards, take a perch somewhere, and seem to stop bothering this prince. Well, I do appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm glad we're able to solve this without violence.
Well, if I weren't diving headfirst into a dragon's maw, then, and if Indolin is correct and I do happen to survive, then maybe sometime you can visit me in the Misty Forest.
Maybe once we're done with our business in the Feywild.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and light these beacons, if you don't mind.
Best of luck.
Good luck.
You all sounded like you were getting ready to face Indolin.
Yeah, we were getting pretty close to that.
In a few days' time now.
Just about as dangerous as facing a green dragon, I think. So,
Well, we could start with the dragon and then work our way up.
maybe. Do be careful. You see him kind of like search his person. Search his person. Doesn't really have much on him. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this would have been another good point to hand over Frostbrand. He's pretty much got nothing on him. But I feel like he should offer you something. Well, let's see what we can do. Roll me. 1d8. Someone.
1d8. 2.
Sorry, what?
2.
2.
2. All right. Okay. Yep, he pulls out a small wand and says, it's not much and it doesn't do much, but it's about all I have. And he holds it out to you.
I will take it. Thank you. You sure you won't need it?
It's more for fun than anything else. Use it to play some tricks on some friends.
Yes, I will.
Or, I'm sure to play to smile on someone's face.
What does it do?
It makes you smile.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that last bit. Oh.
Oh.
Remember to speak up, hon.
Yep, he says it makes you smile,
Oh.
and then moves on.
I love the fumble destroy on that.
And he just says, pixies get a kick out of that if you use it on a troll. Speaking from experience.
I like this.
And he turns and begins to make his way up the next spire, and as he makes his way around, he lights the next one, and the Greyhawk mummers do not interfere. He moves on to light the next and the next. And each one takes them about an hour in between. So if you all were interested, you all could take a short rest.
Ooh,
Or, I'm sorry, a long rest.
ooh, even better.
I would like a long rest, yes.
Sure.
Long is good. Long is good.
Alright. So, you may all take a long rest, and... Where do I start this? Would anyone like to do anything during this rest? I suppose I should ask first.
I didn't have anything planned.
Okay.
Nope. Just move that, that. So that, and
We like long rests.
health goes back up. Shield goes away.
Constantine, during your rest, you feel a sense of anxiousness, unease, and dreams come to you slowly. There's a wall of mist that encircles you, and you hear the padding of a wolf. But as this silhouette of a wolf draws closer to you, there's the rattling of chains and a yelp as it is drawn back.
Oh.
Then there's a crack of lightning that lights
Lightning?
up. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just going. I'm just calling out for the wolf of Kostya's dreams because that's Wolfie is what he's searching for. He's naturally concerned that it's being held captive or being hurt or some such, so he's naturally concerned.
There's a flicker of lightning that crosses through the sky, and the mist is lit up again, and you see again the silhouette of this wolf kind of tugging at a chain in the ground before you feel bony fingers on your shoulder. And when you turn to look, there's nothing there, but you hear a voice. I think trade is in order, perhaps.
And to those that may or may not be on watch, Kostya is just tossing and turning as though he's had a few too many bottles of his special elixir during the day. But he finally just curls himself up into a gnomish ball next to the fire and gathers as much of the woolen blanket that he has over him and drifts off into despairing sleep.
And as you do, you hear the whimper of this wolf again, tugging against the chains like they're trying to reach you. And the voice comes to you again. You have something that belongs to me, to us. I'm willing to return him for it. And you drift off into a restless slumber. Perfect, the campus tree kind of seeing this hops over to you and says, "Rockabye Kostya on the campgrounds," and just begins singing lullabies.
It's not the most restful of nights.
Rest nonetheless. Chell,
Hell.
you similarly are having a dream. But in this dream, you see a small figure just kind of walking along a path that you're just sitting at the edge of. And as they approach, you recognize the garb, more or less. The long, wide-brimmed hat with little trinkets hanging from the edges, very nondescript, and androgynous kind of look to them. Only a child version of whom we previously met.
Hi.
Hello.
Do
Are
you
you heading
perhaps
anywhere?
say again?
Are you heading anywhere?
guess down this path.
Well, anywhere, somewhere. I'm going somewhere.
Where's the somewhere that you're going?
I'm not sure yet. I'm more interested in travel.
Wherever the wind may take you.
That's quite a fair thing.
That's quite a fancy staff you got there.
Thanks.
Hello.
Oh, was that not to my staff? I have a staff too.
You do also have a staff. Zashir is also in your dream.
No.
No.
Hi.
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 It's
How are you
here?
doing?
I'm not really here. It's just a figment of your fantasies.
Oh, I mean, you're in the Feywild, so you could very well be here.
Nope. This is all in her head.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Could be.
Could be.
Dell's getting a little red.
She'll never know unless she's willing to admit it.
I.
It's one of those dreams. A sex dream.
You see this, you see this young figure make the Excalibur face.
Alright, I'll leave you to it.
Oh,
Well, I'll let you two be, but hey, if you want to trade that staff, I've got something to trade for.
what do you have?
Well, I figure I could make a nice winter wonderland with that staff, and well, I have this wand and also this bag of sand. Do you want them?
What does the wand do?
The wand is chaos.
It's chaos.
Yeah.
I'm a OW. Bring it on.
And the bag of sand?
Bag of sand. Oh well, you know that helps people sleep.
Mr. Sandman.
And that is a wand of wild magic, and I kinda really want wild magic. But this staff is very useful. And still
you
currently
don't
cursed.
You don't have to make the trade, but it's there to offer. Only I'm going to continue down this path.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, maybe I'll see you again in the future.
We'll see you in the future, yes. And maybe at that point in time, I'll be able to accept the trade.
So, not accepting the trade.
Not tonight, no.
Well, that's a shame. And you see them tuck these magic items away. Well, guess I'll just have to have fun with what I've got.
Or to see you once more.
And they give a nod and say, "See you when you're younger."
Wait, when I'm younger?
They continue down the path.
What do you mean by that?
And you hear your wish stone whisper to you.
I was just gonna stare at that, and stare at the child and stare at his dad?
You look up, they're gone. Sashir's there, though.
I might have been a younger version of my father?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. They just left again.
Very sorry to hear that.
Joe's just having a hard time processing this.
Yeah.
Joe's gonna sit down in her dream and actually, they're gonna revert to their true form, like the changing form.
Dreams Ashir sees Chell in all her true glory.
Huh.
Apparently, they're interested in the travel. I'll have to find them again.
I'm sure you'll see him again.
And I might need to have an honest talk with you when I wake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea doesn't know what to do at the moment.
Well, I'm here if you need me, awake or not.
That's comforting, thank you. Crap, didn't mean to drop that. I picked up something to fidget. I was gonna think for the rest of the dream.
Not gonna enjoy yourself with dreams this year.
Now's the time.
Jill feels awkward about that. And awkward about seeing their father-child.
Father-child.
Child. No, not reversing those words. Not reversing those words.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably should wake up soon. That's awkward.
Yeah,
Alright. So, you all get the benefits of a long rest. So Shir, make me just a charisma check. Straight charisma check.
Straight charisma check.
Joe, make me one as well.
Holy fuck. He's nat 20s tonight, guys.
Drake Charisma. Bump. 15.
Zashir, when you wake up, you remember Chell's dream.
Yeah. Nice. That's not going to affect her attitude for the rest of the day or anything.
Just to repeat the whilst I was muted, I've got it. Roll20 has realized we're not fighting a hag tonight.
It's giving us our 20s because we're not fighting anything tonight.
Oh god. We're fucked, aren't we?
Yeah. Listen, we all know how our dice really go, so just enjoy it while we have the moment.
Mm-hmm.
As you all wake, Gleam kind of like being, looked after everyone for most of the evening. But she looks over and says, "Oh, you're all awake. Check it out."
Mm-hmm.
And she points, and you see Alagarthus, the Wood Elven Prince, lighting the final flame on the spire, and as each of these beacons are lit, the lake below begins to shimmer and glow, and the reflection changes. Beneath the light of these beacons, the reflection in the mirror-like surface of the lake changes to the reflection of a lake somewhere in an ancient forest, shrouded in mist. Aligarthus, stepping down the steps to a low enough point, smiles to all of you and gives a bow before he takes a moment, runs a bit, and leaps for swan diving, plunging into the water. The ripples fan out across the surface, and after a minute, the reflection of this forest scene fades away, and the beacons go out one by one. Aligarthus, presumably having made it back to the misty forest on Toro.
I hope he goes against his fate and survives the dragon.
Oh. Hopefully he makes it.
Are any of the murmurs around? Or mummers around?
They are.
Cal has made a deal. The child's gonna walk up to the closest one, like, give me your head.
They step forward.
Joe will place both hands on either side of his head and close her eyes. Okay. Can you do this? Break this curse, give their voice, let them act once more again. And you remove curse.
Alright, go ahead and give me a spell casting check.
And so that just be an arcane check or just a...
I think it's the same as your Arcana if you're proficient in it.
I am proficient with it.
Alright.
11.
You start to try and unweave this curse. You don't quite make the DC. You feel, as you're unweaving it, you get the flash of an image in your head of a veiled skeletal face, right inches from your own before the image disappears.
I was going to grit her teeth like, I will not be beat. We'll do this again. Break this curse, set you free. You'll walk on yourself once more. And you'll try again.
Another Arcana check.
14.
14. Let's see. Oh. You feel this curse very deep-seated, but you dig a little deeper this time, and as you start to pluck away at the weave that has these figures transformed, just manage to make the DC, and after a moment, the feathers shed, and there is a gentleman standing before you, where there once was a Periton. But he gave me each of their names. Here we go. Yep. He straightens up and shakes off the feathers and says, "Well, I'm gonna miss flying."
Charlotte's a terrific. Well, at least you have your hands back.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry, it
that
was
makes things
really
easier, doesn't
deeper
it?
than I expected.
Breaking Alex curse is no easy feat, I guess, but thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not going without my cast, however.
I can try once more today.
And another one of the Peritons pops up.
Belle's gonna cast guidance on herself this time. Give her a little boost. She'll hold their head, say her rhyme, and 18.
This time, you know what you're looking for, and you begin to peel away
And for the
the
hell of
remains
it.
this curse. And this time, the feathers shed away, and the horns vanish as a female of this troop brushes the feathers off and says, "Yeah, I'll miss flying too." But yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't think I'll help another one for today, but I will for you all.
The rest of them kind of like look between one another and just get their nods.
I will turn to your companions. I think we should make it back to the mine, see if we can't help with that, oh dear, I'm drawing a blank too. The meeting between the two people who don't like each other.
Yeah, make sure that everything goes off well.
The Briganox and the Chorus.
Yeah, see if we can't bring peace to them.
Alright. So, you all begin to travel again, and the Peritons are going to be following you. They probably take turns heckling someone or another, just for shits and giggles. But someone give me one more D8.
Three.
Alright. Oh, oops. 1, 2, 3. Roll one more time.
Maybe.
5.
Five. What's everyone's passive perception?
14.
11.
7.
7. Oh, God.
The Rangers is 7. I love that you put that as your dump stat.
Having a wisdom dump stat.
Okay. So none of you notice. none of you notice until they are upon you. But as you all are making your way between two sets of high craggy rocks, you suddenly see a shadow form on the wall, and this shadow shifts and makes just makes a long casting of something crawling, and you see pointed ears on these shadows and claws as they seem to be crawling along the wall, just on this flat surface. But they surround you, and there's no sound, but you see one of these claws reach towards you. You don't feel anything, but they begin to follow you. Just these elongated goblin shadows.
Wow. That's rather disturbing.
Only a little.
One of them leaps towards Gleam, who jumps backwards a little bit. Another stretches a claw out toward Elkhorn, who draws their sword and says, "Get back here." And another sweeps in front of let's see who rolled the lowest. Another sweeps in front of Kostya.
Oh,
And they just seem to be taunting.
Elves can use prestidigitation to make a shower of sparks near one. Just see if the sunlight affects it at all.
The light seems to make these shadows move, but where these it seems to like elongate the shadows. But where these shadows are moving, it looks like there should be a figure there. But Gleam finally speaks up and says, "These are the shadows of these are into the Moongrave shadows. Shadows she cut from others."
She's stealing shadows?
That's how she got my shadow. And you would notice again
Right.
that Gleam is casting no shadow.
Will these cause harm to us or anyone?
I don't know. Another moment passes before her breath catches, and one of these shadows, larger than the rest, kind of like shifts along the walls. Before its form kind of leans out, almost mockingly, but you see this is from guess it's not in here. Over here. Where is it? I'll find it. this isn't the right one, but it is a shadow.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Let me see if I can find the right one, because I
Uh,
showed it to you before.
that's still scary.
Oh, it's gonna be in this one. I don't know why this one's always so hard to find.
Because it's the one you want to find.
It's the one you
Yeah.
need at that moment.
Here we go. You see,
Oh no.
yeah, you see the shadow of Gleam. And they just kind of lean out and grin mockingly before slipping back along the wall and shifting quickly along it.
How do we get that back attached to you?
I'm not the expert on removing curses.
You have been pretty good at that this year. Or Chell. I don't know why I called you me.
Did I roll an Arcana to see if it would be as simple as the remove curse spell to get it back, or some
Yeah.
other Arcana?
Yeah,
14.
just for the sake of trying something. Anybody looking at Kostia's shadow might get a little bit surprised that it has a very distinctive sort of cloak top leading into a 5-pointed black crown at the moment. Sort of rather Witch King of Angmar feel to it.
That's not ominous.
That's just minor illusion.
Thank you.
Uncle Constia's shadow has extra. But yes, with a 14, yeah, feasibly with a remove curse while within like 5 feet of the shadow, probably might do it.
I don't have any spells that slot at the moment, but if we're able to catch it, I might be able to help.
When you say that, there's a moment where along your shadow kind of splits and Gleam's shadow rises up from behind it, and you feel a cold hand on your cheek and then on your throat, and you hear, "You're welcome to try," and then it's gone.
And I'll reach out to do a grabbing motion, but aim it so her shadow overlaps with Gleam's shadow just to see if I can hold
You want to try and grapple a shadow with your shadow?
with my shadow. Yes.
Make me a straight charisma check.
17.
17. All right. Meow. Meow. She gets to make her check. it off. Okay. So you reach out, and with the 17 charisma, you do manage to catch hold of Gleam Shadow. And there's a jolt in this elongated form before the shadow kind of like lances back in the direction of your shadow, and you see.
I even said you could go.
swing. You see her swing at your shadow, and you feel a very, very unsettling, icy sensation where in the place where you would have been struck as the shadow strikes your shadow across the cheek, and you take 11 necrotic damage.
Interception.
Interception, go for it. You take no necrotic damage.
Oh, wow.
As the sheer shadow comes in and knocks the hand away. But your strength is reduced by 3.
Oh no, that's a wizard dump stat.
Uh-oh. So I'm now at 4 strength.
Oh god.
Oh, no. And
That is.
And as this happens, the other goblin shadows rise up as well. And we'll pick up there next time.
I was gonna say that's a great point for a cliffhanger.
Oh dear.
Alrighty, well thank you everybody for watching. We're definitely not gonna die.
Tonight.
Question: does your prestidigitation creating the light is not sunlight, is it?
No.
No.
Okay, good to know.
Alrighty, well everyone, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week. Unfortunately, Dido will be gone then too. I think it was this week and next week.
Ricci's managed to skip to kill the whole rest of the party episodes,
Yeah.
and should be the one survivor for the rest.
Yeah. Listen,
So
it's
in
not-
2 weeks'
it's not
time,
a-
we'll see Dido's new party.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not a TPK if one of the party members is gone. So have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next